everyone, Georgetown Soaps here. I am testing a fragrance for BeScented and it smells fantastic. It's called Indonesian Teakwood and it's a really nice earthy masculine fragrance, although I think a lot of my female customers are really going to love it. I love how it comes out in the soap. I'm definitely going to do some candles with it. I just got in a small test batch of the fragrance, but I'm definitely going to get more and definitely do the candles in it. But just to give you an idea, the description, it's citrus, smells a little bit like fireside, like the side of a fire camp. It's got the teakwood in it, a little bit of patchouli, a little bit of amber. It just smells super, super manly, masculine. Smells like you're, in the outdoors, in the woods. It just smells really good. I think it's going to be a really great fragrance. So I brought you guys in. I'd already pre-mixed all my oils. I added my kale and clay, my colloidal oatmeal, threw in some lye water, and added the fragrance. And as you can see, fragrance behaved fantastic. No rising, no acceleration, no misbehaving. So this is what we like to see. I am going to use activated charcoal, titanium dioxide, and the Blue Skies mica. All these colors are from BeScented. What I'm doing in the background is I'm shaking up my TD mixer bottle, my titanium dioxide water bottle. I got that from BeScented, and so it's really quick and handy, and it allows you to pre-mix your titanium dioxide. You just squirt it in. So it's always nice to have it already pre-mixed, because if it's not pre-mixed, it's really hard to get the TD to disperse evenly throughout the soap. Here is the Blue Skies mica. It's such a gorgeous color. I just felt like this would be the perfect color. When I was just thinking Indonesian teakwood, I was thinking Indonesia, someplace on the water, maybe like an old, abandoned, beach with lots of driftwood. I don't know. So, and of course I love to add the activated charcoal. So I thought, hey, the soap can definitely use some AC. So these are my colors, and I'm going to go ahead and, as you can see, super fluid at this point, so I was super happy with that. I'm going to go ahead and mix in my Blue Skies mica. And again, you can see it's not really accelerating. It's not accelerating, it's not tracing. I'm doing a lot of mixing here because for my design, I want it to be a little bit thicker than normal. So going ahead and just trying to clean off my little stick blender before I mix it in the black. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It doesn't really matter, especially if you're using AC. The blue is not going to do anything to the black color. But anyway, here's the activated charcoal. And as you can see, even this part of the batter was sitting there a little bit longer, still behaving, not accelerating. So it's great fragrance. It smells fantastic. And on top of that, it's behaving. So what else can a girl ask for? So I did a little bit of cleanup in between, and I will say I think the swirling gods were with me on this soap. Didn't know what to expect. Mixed my batter a little bit thicker than normal, and just kind of threw the colors in there. Wasn't really sure what I was going to get, but the cut, this is there's a couple bars. The swirl is just fantastic. So hopefully you guys will stick around for the cut. But again, just kind of randomly trying to place the colors in. Try and get it a little bit even, just so there's enough blue and black and the white in each bar. And again, this is just kind of random. Nothing was really planned, but the cut, like I said, looks fantastic. So I'm going to keep pouring, and I will bring you guys back for the cut. And the one thing I will say about this soap is this 2-pound mold. Sometimes I use 28 ounces of oils, and sometimes I use 26 ounces of oil, and I feel like the 28 is too much, and the 26 is just kind of right. This particular batch, I did use 28. And I think by the time, even though I do a water discount, a lot of people ask me what my water discount is. I do 2 to 1. What that means is I take the lye amount. So let's say my recipe calls for 7 ounces of lye. all I do is double that. So I use 14 ounces of liquid, and that's how I get my discount. So it's a really easy way to calculate it. I've heard a lot of people try and explain it a much more complicated way. All I do, take the lye and double it. And you can see right here that the TD part is still very, very fluid. So great fragrance to work with again. But so even with my water discount, by the time I add in my sodium lactate, my additives, my oatmeal, my kale and clay, I feel like that 28 ounces of oils is just a little bit too much for my recipe for this mold. So I ended up having a bunch like on top. So I just ended up kind of plopping it on, and then, you know, do a spoon swirl, or just use a spoon to texture the soap. So it works out really well, but again, you can see the white is still pretty fluid, so I have to wait a little bit before I can get anything taken care of, just in terms of getting the top set up. And so recently, I used to always use these stainless steels rods, poles, I don't know what you call them, to mix. And recently I started using these like wooden skewers that I think you would like put kebabs on, and they're super, super thin, and I really like how I'm getting like more fine swirls. So this is what I'm using right now to do the swirls. I used to use a much thicker instrument, but I'm really liking using this thinner one, and it just so happened we had about 50 of them in our kitchen cabinet. We weren't using them. I was like, and I couldn't find my other skewer at the time, so I said, oh, this will work. And then just really ended up liking how delicate and intricate the swirls get. So really happy with that. And again, I've got some extra batter, so I'm just going to throw that on top and then just kind of play the spoon texturing game on top. So I will be back for the cut. Super excited for the cut on this one. All right, and we are back for the cut. Threw the soap in the oven for about 24 hours, didn't turn it on, I let it gel, I let it do its thing. Definitely firm enough to take out, but look at these swirls. I'm absolutely in love with this soap. And I think that the colors, the blue skies mica, the activated charcoal, the white, I think they all just really kind of fit the name Indonesian Teakwood. So this is actually one of my most favorite swirls, a couple of these bars. So I don't even know that I want to sell them. I think I'm just going to clean them up, clean them, and just look at them for a little bit. I did that with one soap when it first started. I never sold it, and then my husband finally started using it. I got so mad. It was like my most favorite design ever. But anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day.